Holy Lord. Oh my God. So sorry about that. We are back live. I accidentally hit my plug and completely and just absolutely so sorry about that, guys. Chat, I hope you're still with us. I have to like restart everything over here. Let me get it going.
Hey, what gives?
I'm so sorry. I accidentally, when I moved my seat over, we're back live. When I moved my seat over, I accidentally hit my plug and unplugged my entire station. So it's not bad. I'm restarting everything. At least it happened now and not in the middle of the competition. So good times.
Awesome, man.
Oops. Whoops. All right, but we pretty much have everybody coming back in now, it looks like. We're still waiting for Carly. But we're ready to go. We are live again. So sorry about that, chat. Oopsie doopsies on that on my end. Thanks for staying with us. And okay, we are good to go.
Great background.
Yeah, it's Pollock.
I know. Don't we have that as a puzzle?
Yeah, my mom sent me the worst puzzle ever.
Didn't I give that to you for Christmas?
My mother sent us
It was a Christmas gift.
as a Christmas gift, yeah, and which is ridiculous. So because it's like impossible to do a Pollock. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that sounds impossible.
Yeah.
I had never attempted. I'm like, I think I poured it out on my table because I love puzzles. And I started to try to do it, and I think I did the border, and then I just went, yeah, no, I can't. I can't do a Jackson Pollock puzzle. It's just impossible. So thanks so much for working with us, guys. But at least this didn't happen in the middle, and now I know. But either way, sorry about that, Carly.
Pretty quick turnaround. That's
Yeah. I just had to restart my computer really fast and get it going. And now I'm just sweating
we only
profusely.
lost 120 people in the chat.
Yeah, we only lost 100. Actually, how are we doing? We did not lose that many people. That's pretty great. So thank you for sticking with us, everybody. Thank you for sticking with us.
Holden, are you sweating over there?
So much.
Yeah, me too, man. I'm in my closet right now, and this is bad news.
I'd say get
tell.
a rag. A rag really helps.
Yeah,
Sure.
Let me just go get a rag. Hold on.
Thank you again for joining us, everybody. That was a little bit of a good luck charm that I tripped the plug on the floor. But we are good to go now. I was going to.
Lindsay's here.
Lindsay's here.
Kathy Offs was also here earlier. I don't know if she's still here.
In the other room, in fact.
Really?
Man, baby, did I just
Your
get
mom?
gifted a sub to my own channel? Is that what just happened? That's a weird one. Thank you so much for that.
That's awesome. Your mom's here? There we go, Micah.
Hey, did you guys see that I made this?
Nice.
Nice. I did see that.
I saw that they were selling those things for something like $80, so there you go.
Yeah, this cost me 50 cents to make, and
That's right, dude.
yeah, I'm about to put the blueprints online. So there's like a bunch of different styles. One's with like a bandana, one's with like a sun hat, and one's like with a fedora.
Nice.
The hats. It's for like essential workers that don't work in medicine. You know, like if
Yeah.
you work at an Amazon fulfillment center, you can put this on along with a mask, and then you're protecting yourself as well as your chums. Whereas with just a mask, you're just protecting everyone else, but you're not protecting yourself. So that one chum who's coughing all over you, chum chum chum.
Something I guess says desk cleaned off, art supplies ready, a beer open next to me. I am ready to fucking go.
Yeah, we definitely have. And so sorry that we lost you guys for a second. I actually tripped the plug and unplugged my entire PC accidentally. And so that was a fun situation. At least my PC didn't explode like last time. It was just
I was really worried that's
No, I kind of knew what I didn't hear a astoundingly loud pop, and we didn't start smelling smoke, so I knew for a fact that it wasn't that again. But yeah, I just moved my desk chair over. Can we get a racism from Micah? That's I think a round table reference for sure.
Yeah, I mean something racist has to happen, but I'm sure it will. We've got 6 white people in a chat, I'm sure something racist is about to
Something will
happen.
inevitably go down.
I'll take care of that.
Yeah, but I'll give you some. I'm pretty good at calling out the racism.
Oh, for sure. I love it.
I'm so excited. I want to go.
All right, so I think right now we're just waiting for our. You ready to go, Lexi? You're all set back there.
I'm fine. I'm just excited.
Oh, it's
how
9
about
o'clock
you,
on the
Carly?
dot. All right, well,
I think I am.
Jeff
I
is doing
started
push-ups.
ripping up tape in case I need to run or something.
Jeff
Half an
is
hour like
physically
no time.
Jeff is physically preparing himself for this. Ladies, I would be scared. Also, let me again before we formally start the stream. Let me first of all, I'm gonna just move a couple things around, which is
Can I prepare?
the reason why I ended up.
Will the glue hold? What if the glue doesn't hold? I don't know what the challenge is.
Ethan is here.
Ah!
Oh, is Ethan in? Let's bring in Ethan.
All right, and once Ethan's here and we're all introduced, we'll get ready to go.
Yeah, I'm almost ready. I'm just moving my stuff out of the way so that we can indeed. Let's make sure the table cam is all set up for Lexi, so we will cut to that as well. That's
And
very
also,
good.
Feel free to show what we're working with. You can move the table cam to give this table a bit of a
Highlight. I think they can see it behind us there. It's just covered in art stuff. I mean, she's just gonna be running to that as much as possible.
Yeah, Ethan and I will come up. We might have you bring it up in the middle to show us what's going on.
Great. All right. I think just one more little sec here, and I am gonna give us. I'll play the song, and we'll do the intro, and we'll pretend like this is an incredibly professional endeavor.
Yeah. Hey, Ethan, how are you?
Hi, Micah. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Oh, good. I'm in my basement. Hi, everybody.
Hey.
Hey, thanks for having us on.
All right.
Yeah.
You guys. Hey, thanks for doing it. Are you guys? Let me pull this up really quick. All right. Are you
I don't
guys...
even know what the rules are, Allison. We're all about to find out.
Also, there's a ton of people in chat who are going to be participating. Bob Ross challenge, right, Micah? That is correct. I think I'm going to need, by the way, to get some kind of text verification thing from you to get into that email.
Oh, yeah, I think I did that. Google is really, really hyper vigilant about not letting people in. I'm like, Holden's my friend. And Google's like, you're not that close.
When we get to that part, I will just ask you again to make sure to have your phone on hand for that. So I'll get in there later. But it's Bob Ross Challenge @gmail.com, correct?
That's correct.
All right,
So that's where everybody's going to be sending pictures of their final art masterpieces.
Yes, there you go. That's the email address. But of course, we want you to compete along with our contestants. So don't just send some painting you did a month
I
ago.
gotta mute
Okay?
this.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do this. Let's start the show. I'm going to the title card right now, and let's do this thing. We got a cool song to play.
Got a song?
Oh, dude, we got it all, baby.
This is amazing.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming live from Twitch, it is Art Smackdown, hosted by Micah Sherman and Ethan T. Berlin. Put your hands together for Art Smackdown.
What an intro.
Oh, wow. And welcome to Art Smackdown, the show that makes art the cutthroat competition it should be. I'm Micah Sherman, your host.
And I am Ethan T. Berlin, a different host.
And tonight our judges are going to be Mark and Holden. Mark and Holden, say hello.
Hello, how's it going? I'm Holden. You already know who I am. I'm just going to say this. I will be judging thoroughly. I have zero background in art, so it doesn't mean anything, but we're talking creativity. I want to see interesting approach. I want to see interesting mediums being used. I want to see execution. I want to see product. I am here to judge your fucking art, Mark.
Yes, hi, I am Mark Stetson. I am co-founder of the Bob Ross Challenge. Beyond that, I also have no background in art. So, for me, it's all about fun and innovation.
These guys are going to tear you a new one. Watch out. Mark and Holden are coming for your butts.
All right. Well, so all that being done, I think we're gonna. It's already happened. Mark and Holden are gone, and so we are going to get to know our contestants a little bit. And Ethan, why don't you tell them how we're gonna get to know them?
We're going to get to know you in the best way possible. You guys will have 20 seconds to render a picture of yourselves on a horse, and you want to make sure it really lets us know who you are, okay? I'm going to wait for everyone to gather their supplies. I'm going to wait for Micah to put on some sort of bandana, and my mom is trying to figure out how to watch this. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. It's going to take longer than 20 seconds.
You have to explain.
I sent the Twitch link to so many people, and they're like, "What? So I have to like download a what?" And I'm like, "No, that's your problem. You figure that out."
This is literally all you have to do. You literally just have to click on this link. It could not be simpler, but
It's
that's
super
just,
easy, yeah.
That's
All
just
right,
the way
well,
Twitch is.
All right, are we ready?
Yeah.
Is everyone ready?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Well, then,
Now, for people
gonna put-
participating at home, really quick, because this is the intro competition, we're only going to be judging the next part of this competition in terms of chat submissions, correct?
That's correct, yeah.
Okay, great. So everybody watching from home, feel free to play along during this part, but the one that we actually want you to submit to us is going to be the formal challenge that happens after this introductory challenge. And
Right, and this has been well over 20 seconds, so we have got to move on.
Wait, hold on. We haven't started the timer.
No,
All right, here we go. You guys ready?
clean paper.
Ourselves on a horse.
And here we go. Oh, we're down to 19. I hope you're. Oh boy, if you're wondering where we are, we're at 14. Oh boy. Can you draw a horse, Micah?
Yeah, it's a series of semicircles, and I can draw a fat horse.
Yeah. Oh, that's all our time. Speaking of fat horses, put your pencils down. Hey, when you're drawing yourself on a horse, time flies.
So let's, Ethan,
yeah,
let's meet our first contestant here, Carly Goodspeed. Carly, why don't you share with us a little bit about who you are and through this piece of art that you've created for us. Thank you.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so do you want to see it right away?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I didn't get very far.
Oh, okay.
I didn't even get the horse in there.
Okay, so
I was
That's
gonna
the
say,
expression
yeah.
of my face.
it's a head and an arm with no horse.
Really
It's
bad.
it's like the headless horseman, but without a horse.
I mean, at least there's
It's like the
some
horseman
expression.
headman.
I'm glad I got the arm in there. You know, but the truth is, this is what I'm worried about. This is 30 minutes to do something. Oh my god.
The horse
Okay,
is
so my
invisible. It's
background,
just
I
an invisible
primarily
horse.
do collage. So all of the work that I
Oh
do
no.
is extremely time consuming. And I have, you know, some materials here with that, but I also got, you know, paints. And then, I don't know, I don't have any clay. So I've got glue and I've got grape nuts. So I might.
You're ready for the art smackdown then. Carly, are you on a boat?
No. I'm in a barn.
Okay, everyone. Oh, no, that's a crazy thing to say. I'm on a barn.
Yeah,
I'm
barns
the attic of a barn.
barns are known as the boats of the
Yeah.
land.
Boats of the land. All right, who's next to let's see, did anyone draw a horse?
Jeff Sproul. Let's take a look at Jeff Sproul's masterpiece here. Yeah.
A little bit more of a horse.
Yep.
You got
Yep.
a horse in there.
What I learned about Jeff is he likes to eat horses. Yeah.
My horse is badass. He's furiously looking ahead while I'm, I feel good. You know what? Didn't feel good about it at first, but I feel good about it now. Not just because I'm like, yeah, I think that kind of sums me up.
Well, as someone who took one art history course in college, I'd like to say that there's a lot of dynamism in that piece.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
It's it's interesting. It's not even how I normally draw myself. That you can see that you can actually see the panic in it, but I think that's really a good thing.
Jeff,
Yes.
are you in a police detective's office, and if you open those blinds on the side, can you see where all the perps are?
There are some dudes that just like hang around right outside there, but I don't
Two
know.
for two.
Try not to encourage it. So,
I'm going after all your locations. You're all gonna get it.
Good luck.
All right, who's our final contestant?
Hi.
Lexi Robbins.
So, Here's a picture of me riding a horse.
Full horse.
You went full horse.
I went full horse.
I mean, that's an accomplishment.
I don't know, really. It's a horse with some sort of weird mermaid tail. And, but yeah, I'm riding it. And that's pretty, I mean, I chose some purple because I like that color. And, yeah, that I don't know if that would be my very happy face while riding a horse, but I'm assuming that it would actually, I'd probably be a little bit more, like, panic-stricken. But yeah, that's
I like it. Looked like the horse was doing one of these bicep curls. I like that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. I see it. Okay.
I can't see you. Are you in some sort? Why do I have to keep doing this? Are you in some sort of dressing room for like a late '80s talk show? Guys, I'm available to roast anyone's background. Just book me.
This is our kitchen, living room, office. So pretty much, that's pretty much the same
Looks
thing.
Nice. All right, Mike, what should we do now? Now that we thoroughly know everyone and got one complete horse.
That's right. Lexi, I'd like to know how long you spent after the time was up finishing that horse.
I swear to God, no time. No
Yeah?
time. I promise
Well done.
you.
I can
So-
attest, she definitely did it all in the time. I'm keeping a hawk's eye on this one.
All right, well, it's time to reveal tonight's big art challenge. Tonight, you will be creating portraits of our model/subject, Laura Nickel. Laura, reveal yourself.
Drum roll. For people watching at home, she has not revealed herself yet. It's gonna be cool when we see just a horse head.
Oh.
It's a nice. Oh, now she's marked.
Ah.
Oh, hi.
And welcome to Laura. Laura's a performance artist, a dancer, and a woman about town here in Brooklyn, New York. And so everybody at home, you will be rendering portraits of Laura.
What were you gonna say? Rendering pork fat? There was a long. You're gonna be rendering bacon fat for me to eat.
No, we have a document that we're going off of, and
Yeah,
I saw
it
the
just
word
like-
rendering that I wanted to
Yeah,
throw in
that's-
there. I was like, rendering's got to be in there.
Yeah, rendering sounds fancy.
Just make sure you guys are rendering. A render at some point.
Yeah.
So we are going to decide as a group in the chat what pose Laura is going to hold for 30 minutes. And as soon as we have one, we will communicate it to Laura, and she will interpret that however she chooses.
Something I guess is being mean. He said handstand. I don't think we're going to go with that one. I will say really quick, too, we have a lot of people playing at home. She's got to hold this pose for 30 minutes, guys, so it's got to be something more reasonable.
I suggest my 1997 Wildcats trophy that I won for Reston Youth Basketball League. For that pose.
That's a great pose.
a
I
good
mean,
pose.
it's going to be hard on the shoulder, though.
Well, not my shoulder.
I mean, she is
play
a
basketball?
dancer, so one would assume she is in solid physical shape in order to hold this pose for this long. I like the trophy pose, but her arm might get tired. I am getting... okay.
Here's a lovely one. Burt Reynolds on his side.
That is a good one.
Burt Reynolds on his
Reynolds
side. Let's do
On
it.
his side. So here we go. Laura is going to be set. As soon as Laura is set, we will start the timer.
Hold
All
on,
right.
I gotta find out how to do the timer. I gotta do a tutorial real quick. Okay, I finished it. I'm ready.
All right.
I agree, Allison Bamcat. That's what I thought we were going to...
All right. What are we doing? How much? We're doing 30 minutes, right? Is that right?
Yeah, 30 minutes.
30 minutes. Okay. The metric.
Got
That
any
is-
check-ins along the way?
Oh, there'll be check-ins.
Oh, yeah, we'll check in. And
Oh,
Laura,
yeah.
Laura
I need-
is set, so let's start that timer. And artists, take it away.
Timer has begun.
Ethan, I didn't realize you used to play basketball.
I sure did. I was very tall and pretty fat, so they taught me how to place a pick. Is that what it's called?
Yeah. You want to screen the other players.
Screen, yes. I was the kid who was in charge of. Basically, they're like, "Hey, stand there so people can run into you."
Oh, nice.
And that's what I did. And here's another interesting, not interesting. From far away, when you yell defense, it sounds like Ethan. So a lot of times I would turn around to see what the coach wanted, and then they would score. And the thing they wanted was me to not let them score.
Right. Yeah, I played basketball as well. That was part of the endeavor.
What's Jeff doing? Look, he's doing something mushy, it looks like.
Yeah, let's check in with Jeff right now. Jeff, let's see here. Holden, can we make Jeff's screen nice and big there so that
Yeah, sure. Let me just remove these other ones.
He's rolling something for sure.
Did I
Something
talk?
mushy.
Or wait for you to ask me questions?
Oh, you can do whatever you like.
Yeah, Jeff,
I'm
what
just,
are
I
you working
decided
with?
to use the medium. I'm starting off with some Play-Doh. And then from there,
Oh, that's a great idea.
I might actually add some other things too. But yeah, I felt like doing some Play-Doh to start off with.
That's
That looks, did you make that? Is that homemade Play-Doh?
It is not actually. I have plenty of Play-Doh around this house because of my kids and an old job I did. I did some work for Hasbro and the Play-Doh company, so I actually got some extra Play-Doh as a result. But yeah, so I'm working some stuff here.
Hopefully the judges don't take that against you that you're not making your own Play-Doh, but I mean, it is swag Play-Doh, so that sounds good enough.
It's pretty good Play-Doh.
Let's have a little contest within the contest between the three of us right now, and I want for all three of us to write down a number, and that number is number of ounces of Play-Doh you think you've eaten in your life.
Where do we write it down?
In your head.
Oh, that's gonna be hard. It's like that movie Saw.
How so?
I've never seen it, but I've never seen it. But my understanding is a bunch of people are locked in a room, and then there's a key that they've surgically installed behind someone's eye socket. Is that right? So you said write it in your head. So I was imagining at some point you had performed surgery on me and put a number in my head.
I'm going to say 11 ounces.
All right.
I have to wait to see what everybody else comes up with.
Anything? Can you see anything there, Micah?
You got to come a little closer, Ethan. There's a.
It's a 3.
A 3. Oh, 3 ounces. Okay, Jeff, how many ounces of Play-Doh have you eaten?
I don't know how much is in each one of these. The containers are about this big.
What the heck is that?
It's like
But
this.
that was Twinkie.
So much more edible looking.
That looks delightful.
Let's see, Alexis. What medium are you working with?
I went with acrylics. So if you want to add that cam, I just started with a little palette here, and I'm gonna use a little tiny piece of canvas so as to not overwhelm myself, because I will feel compelled to fill the entire canvas, although that's not necessarily something that an artist should do. But yeah, so that's if I can ever get the fucking thing open, I should have unwrapped it first.
All right, well, let's watch our language.
I'm sorry.
Come on.
No, it's totally fine. This is you live here.
You should be painting with potty mouth, because that's what you got.
I'm getting an ask in chat to make the model bigger. I'm just gonna enlarge her section of the screen for a few moments, just so you guys can get a mental depiction. Maybe take a picture of it, even if you want. But there you go. There's the model at a larger scale. Maybe take a picture of the screen right now if you're in chat, in order to get a good idea of what the model looks like while we move through and interview different people. I have kept her on the screen, though, and it looks like people are plugging away. All right, back to you guys.
Micah, she's not doing much.
Yeah, why don't we check in with Laura, see how she's doing there. She's on mute right now. Laura, nod your head if you have someone in the room with you who can unmute your computer.
From the look of it, it's going to be some sort of captor.
I'm gonna.
Laura, are you all right?
It does look like in the. Yeah, that is a very metallic frame there.
Mm.
It feels very abandoned basement.
You know what? You guys could ask her a bunch of yes or no questions, and she could nod her head.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of dramatic, huh?
Oh, she talks.
She talks.
She talks. Laura, are you in a basement?
It kind of appears that way, huh? But no, I'm in my living room.
Micah suggested it. I didn't suggest it.
So
My
no,
living room.
I know. I've been to your living room. And I've always thought that about your futon frame.
Is your front foot off the ground, off the mattress?
No.
Oh, good.
It's very chiaroscuro lighting that you've set up. I'm sure the artists really appreciate that.
I tried my best for you with what I had available to me.
That's great.
That's great. We appreciate it.
And how have things been for you as a professional dancer and performance artist in quarantine?
Oh boy.
I mean, on one hand, like everything has changed and there's no work and yeah, there's like everything is upside down and I have never had so much like quote free time in my life. And on the other hand, like I've been watching a lot of old footage of things that I've done in the last few years, and it's all been like me by myself in these really vacant spaces. So that has had this like strange element of like something hasn't changed that has been really interesting to think about.
Yeah, I've really been enjoying having the time to go back and look at pictures. I don't think I've ever done that. I just take the pictures and I just stuff them in my
Right.
iPhoto storage. Or is iPhoto still a thing?
I hope so.
Sure.
I'll go
I'm
with it.
saving all. I do the same thing, and I assume at some point when my kids are putting my in memoriam video together, they'll want to see them.
Yeah.
What are we doing, Tom, by the way?
We are at. My phone is 98% charged. We have 21 minutes and 56 seconds. Should we check? Is Carly still alive?
Yeah, let me bring her in. Carly, I might have to have you bring in your video back in.
Sorry, I got paint on your mic.
Way. I don't think I did anyway.
I did. I
Muted
removed it because
myself.
I'm trying to be like a producer boy over here. Can you turn your video back on?
Start video. There we go. You cannot start your video because the host has stopped it.
No.
Stopped it.
Can you leave and come back in? And you should
Ask
be good.
to start video.
Ask to start video. Okay.
Okay.
I just asked you to start your video.
Start
Laura,
it.
Laura,
There
somebody
you go.
suggested in the chat that you have just taken a screenshot and are having chips and watching a movie right now. Which, in hindsight, we totally could have done that.
No,
Great
I
idea.
find it way more interesting.
I agree. All right, so Carly, can we have a look at your progress there? How are things going
Yeah,
with your collage
I
making?
I spilled sand everywhere.
Sand.
Yeah.
Oh.
Look at that.
We're working on it, but it's kind of time sensitive because I need the hot glue gun to
Oh.
do.
I have a hot glue gun.
I have one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I do
I
have
have
one.
one.
Wait.
Ethan, that definitely looks like a sewing room that you're in.
No.
And
Oh yeah, we do a lot of crafts down here.
I imagine
Yeah.
there's a couple of hot glue
I
guns
might-
probably
Yeah.
underneath.
I might have to run away. What can I tell you about it? I'm hurrying.
Carly's freaking out.
No,
Alright,
this
Carly.
is like
This is
every
not enough
baking
time for
show.
me.
What'd you make the silhouette out of there, Carly?
Black, just tape.
Oh.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's fast. And then I wanted to use sand, so I put the hot glue on there. I wasn't sure how it was gonna turn out, but it kind of worked. It's just falling everywhere.
I love hot glue. I took sculpture in college, and about 85% of what I made was hot glue.
It is a gift. It can
Yeah.
do so many different things. But right now I'm being pretty practical. But I want to get more sand on this, so I'm a little nervous, and I still have to figure out how to do the bars in the back, and I don't know yet what I'm gonna do.
I'd recommend hot glue.
That would be cool. Oh yeah, that's right. I got spices earlier. I got like these red pepper packets. That's what I'm doing. All right. Anything
All right.
else?
Yeah, see you later.
Back to arting.
Hey,
Right.
hey, in the chat right now, if you're not totally stressed out and arting, let us know how you like this so far, how you like the flow of the show, and also like I'm watching on Twitch, Holden, and the 4 squares look pretty good.
Yeah, I'd say I'm trying to kind of keep it moving in and out too when we need to focus on people. Right now I've got Carly, or I'm sorry, Lexi, but actually right now, why don't we pop into the table cam? Lexi, just move this camera over a little bit so we can see a little bit of what's going on the table here in the McNeely
table
Robbins
cam.
residence. That's right, we spare no expense in terms of production over here. Look at this. She is plugging away with the brown.
Can't really see it on the.
She's
There's
plugging
actually
away.
somebody there.
There's little
I
bits on
promise
there.
you.
Lexi, are you feeling the pressure right now? How much time does she have left? She has 2 little,
You have, we're at 1832. If someone on the chat can do some math, we started at 30, so there's that much time left.
Great.
All right, Lexi, you got to get moving on this.
I am. Don't
right,
stress me out, Holden.
Sorry,
What kind
I'll
of
let the
brush
host
strokes are
take
you
over.
using there, Lexi?
What medium?
No, what kind of brush strokes? Is that a thing?
Yeah, it is, but I don't know the answer.
They look like good brush strokes.
Thank you. I'm just kind of brushing. That's what I'm attempting to do.
By the way, really quick, something I guess says, I love the show so far. It is really fun. Something I guess says the body is done working on detail right now for him.
Ooh.
Lindsay says this is super fun. Ruth is going in, says Mallyworks. Ruth is going to be submitting one as well. I'm excited to see Chat's art, says I don't really play video games. And yeah, and also NH92420 says, Holden, you're the man, no joke. You've helped me so much in these times. Thank you for all you do to entertain. Hey, this is what these guys have done. Thank you so much, Micah and Ethan and Mark and everybody for setting up this art competition stream to distract us all from our bullshit day-to-day. Back to you.
Well, Ethan, it seems like we're hitting about the halfway point, and you know what that means.
That means it's the end of Act 1. And now a big, exciting graphic flies in. All of you guys have, there you go. All of you guys have to be super nervous because we're about to ask you to compromise your artistic vision.
Okay.
That's right. You now need to, in addition to what you're doing, you need to add that horse from your opening drawing into your painting.
Got it.
Or hot glue art.
Carly and Jeff,
back.
can you guys jump back in? And I just want to hear you guys confirm that you heard that.
I did
Okay.
hear that. Yes.
We gotta incorporate the horse.
Got it.
Cool.
I've never heard someone so beleaguered.
She seems so unhappy to do that.
I heard you, boss. We gotta put a horse in there, boss. I got you.
Wait, what? What? Hold on. I was in my hot glue room. What happened?
I wouldn't have used chili pepper if I knew there was gonna be a horse.
Carly is nowhere to be found. Carly, are you okay?
I think she went out to go find an actual horse outside of the barn.
Not here. I had to dump all the red pepper off of it because I'm breathing it in. Meanwhile, I'm trying to
She's high.
fill like 4 packets of pizza red pepper on this thing. There's a time limit on the glue.
You know we will be tasting all of the art at the end, so that's a smart move on your part.
Can I keep working now?
I think that's reasonable.
I hope you do.
Yeah.
Dude, this
Yeah, we're about halfway through. We had 15 minutes left.
But yeah, based on your request there, Carly, we're going to be coming to you first.
Jeff has something he wants to say. He's very.
I'm trying to get a better look at our model here. So.
Oh.
Oh yeah, can we zoom in on Laura?
Sure.
again?
Let me remove Jeff and Carly from the view. That looks great, Carly. By the way, good,
Yeah, that
good
actually
stuff.
looks great,
Yeah.
Carly.
And
Wow.
here
It's so
is
cool.
our model, and also I'm gonna enlarge her for chat. That sounds weird, but I mean just the window chat. There you go. To give you another.
Could you make different parts? Could you like just enlarge part of her body so she has giant legs?
I'm working on the technology. Technology is
appreciate
here.
it.
I've been working with a man from MIT to do just that, but it is going to take a couple more months.
All right, well, let's check in with our model right now, Laura. Laura, you've been an art model for years in art classes. What is the craziest modeling story that you have?
I mean, I only do it in like super legit settings. So
Oh yeah, I went
like this.
Yeah.
this might be it. This might be the craziest thing I've ever done.
Oh yeah.
But it's always fun to hear people sort of like super objectify you, like in the name of like trying to figure something out. Like, you know, people will be like, oh, I just like I'm putting her shoulder like too close to her nipple, and that's like so frustrating to me. Like those conversations are happening, and I'm often like not wearing clothes in these like scenarios, and so there is this like wild kind of like almost like you're not really there and people are talking about you.
That sounds wonderful.
That sounds like my entire stand-up career.
Yeah.
People are like, yeah, I like his jokes, but isn't his shoulder too close to his nipple?
No, it's just them talking about what was happening while I was doing it. I was not very engaging.
Sounds like it. In college, I took a art class where we had to paint a model, and just remember in the middle there was a break for lunch, and then we would all like sit around with the model who was now wearing a robe and eat lunch, and I was like, oh, I don't know, that was a naked lady, I don't know what to do now.
When I was in college, I had a deaf guy who lived on my dormitory floor. Nice fella. And was a nude model in an art class, but lost his job because he got aroused in the middle of class, and he was kindly asked not to.
Oh my God.
Not to return.
Good Lord.
Isn't
That's
that
a
uncomfortable?
bummer.
Wait, he
How'd
was
they
the
know
model?
he was aroused?
Yeah, he was the model.
I mean,
Because he was going ga 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 ga.
Yeah, that's distracting. I'm glad we don't have that tonight.
Wow, look at my big mean man. Yeah, he was saying stuff like that.
Yeah, that is annoying. Yeah. We have 12 minutes left.
Woo! Let's check in on the table cam. What are we
Yeah,
working
let's see
with?
it.
That's looking pretty damn good so far, Lexi.
It's not good. It's
Lexi,
awful.
Lexi likes to S on herself.
No, it's so awful.
But I think she's working with some real fuel in that engine, guys. What do you think?
Look at that griffin behind her.
Oh yeah.
Beautiful.
Oh my goodness, she's using the original drawing as a template. That's great.
Is the horse attacking the model in this scenario?
Well, I was thinking it's more of a poster.
Ah.
For like maybe she had a poster of a mermaid horse on, like in her living room.
Fantastic.
You can get some good home decorating tips. Home decorating? Home decorating tips.
You said it fine all three times.
Oh, thank you. Home decor. We got. You'll fix this in edit, right?
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
Hey, did you watch the Last Dance documentary about the Chicago Bulls?
We are watching
We
it.
started it last night.
Parents won't let me watch.
Oh, sorry, man. Everybody in the documentary calls him MJ, and I always said MJ. Do you guys say MJ?
MJ.
MJ. No, definitely MJ.
MJ.
Definitely MJ.
Who was that?
I think that was Mr. Stetson.
But Michael Jordan.
Just
Michael
trying to give my 2 cents about MJ.
Michael Jordan refers himself as MJ, and all of his teammates do, and I think it might be on racial lines. Racism! So sorry about that, Ethan. That was something that was requested before you got on the call.
Thank you so much, TaxCat, for the $10 donation. Love you all. Carly, you're a gem. And that was also from, I believe, Zane's wife. Let me find that really quick. But thank you
I
so
do
much.
see a question. Someone says, was there supposed to be a horse in there? Yes, you do have to add a horse now to your drawing if you're working at home.
Yes, for sure. April 5000 asked that. Yeah, we've got some real excitement in chat right now. Definitely everybody's plugging away to get a horse in there.
I honestly can't wait to see how many different pieces are submitted. I cannot wait to see all of this art. You know, when I was talking with Laura about doing this, Laura was like, well, what should I wear? And I was like, you know, I guess something that's like visually interesting, but also something that you would like to have yourself rendered in potentially dozens of times. So, and she's chosen a beautiful, what do you call that, Laura?
A large T-shirt.
Large T-shirt.
That definitely looks like my son, my 7-year-old, when he borrows my T-shirts to sleep in.
Also, by the way, we already have a submission. April needs to go back now, though, and add a horse.
Oh, I'm sorry, April.
Oh, boy.
April was like, yo, I'm ahead of the class. I'm getting my test done early.
Yeah, well, now add a horse. How's Jeff doing? We haven't heard from Jeff in a while.
Let's bring Jeff in. Let me bring Jeff in. Here we go. Jeff, there you go. Come on in, buddy.
Okay. By the way, Jeff, I love this this picture that you have of yourself. Did you draw that?
What? I did.
Yeah, it's good. It's great.
What are you doing right now, Jeff? What is? Oh, you cut a. That's a horse.
I'm working on some horsey.
Love it.
Is it distracting when we talk to you? Because it seems like everyone thinks it's distracting.
It's fine. You know, it's actually probably keeps me from panicking or, you know, getting too crazy or things. So it's actually I'm okay.
That's good.
Well, I'd love to call Carly again just to see how stressed out she is.
Let's take a look at how Carly's doing.
Carly, come on in here.
Find a collage, and I went looking for a horse, and I can't find one. Oh no!
Wait, did you say horse, Carly? We switched it to a wolf.
What?
No, I'm just messing with you.
What? That might actually be easier.
That's why
I just gathered all my horses recently, and now I don't know where I put them, and I can't find them anywhere.
It's a common thing. We all can identify with that.
You had horses at the ready?
I mean, I've got collage stuff, but it's like an animal file that I have to. So it's all everywhere. It's great.
We have
how much time is left?
7 minutes left. My wife just texted me, said, any chance you're done.
I have to go.
Is that what she just texted you?
She did. Any chance you're done, which means one of my children won't go to sleep without me.
That is about as supportive as my fiance often is.
Hey, are you still doing your little comedy skit? Guys, we're gonna have to make this last for several hours because I'll be damned if I'm going upstairs again.
Yeah, let them cry themselves to sleep, right?
Well, that's a great idea.
That's
I actually
how I
never
learned.
even thought about that.
That's all my parents ever thought about.
Here we go.
Micah, good morning. I hope you cry yourself to sleep.
I just woke up, Dad.
Cry yourself to sleep.
I'll give you something to cry about.
When you pitched me the concept, Mike, I was thinking Great British Baking Show, but now we're talking about crying ourselves to sleep, and I feel like the levity has left the whole situation.
Oh, yeah. Laughing yourself to sleep is
there you go.
Completely ineffective.
Let's check out the table view here. What are we working with? Lexi adding some detail, much needed detail to the work.
Not good.
It
I
looks
broke this glue gun.
Oh no, glue gun down.
Oh no.
No.
I'm
Lexi-
just
Okay. I just have to get it all down.
I hope you got the warranty on that glue gun.
No, I borrowed it.
I hope whoever you borrowed it from is enjoying the show.
They'll be okay.
I've never done this type of technique. I don't even think it's a technique before, but it's I'm just kind of making splotches, and hopefully it'll look like something from very far away.
Yeah, that's the idea.
That's my
Yeah, we'll
goal.
be judging it from here without the video.
Oh, good. Okay.
JT Dubs in chat says, I wish I could be as comfortable as LKN right now, and I agree. She does look like she is lounging and proud about it.
Proud of lounging.
Laura, is that pose hard? Are you tired of that pose?
It's totally fine. My right hand is asleep, but other than that, it's great.
How sweaty is the right side of your body right now?
I'm not gonna say.
I'm gonna go 75% then.
I mean, it is a big t-shirt.
I don't know what that means.
Ethan,
Hey guys, 420 left.
Great. I feel like there isn't anything else I can
we're
really
done?
add to this.
Yeah, now it's 411.
All right.
Damn,
Mike, have you done any
art?
art during this?
No. I as a rule, I don't do visual art.
I'm very similar, Micah, I would have to say.
You do visual art all the time on when you guys were doing crafting.
When we painted, but it was kind of like that. Was like, oh, big dumb idiot does his painting with the person who's good at it.
And what did you discover? Didn't you discover that you got better and better and you enjoyed it?
I got better and better. I enjoyed it. I may even be entering my own art competition soon. Possibly a week from now. We'll see.
Art does seem like a better old person pastime than golf. I'll say that.
I get you on that one for sure.
Yeah, it's indoors.
Yeah.
Hey, chat. Golf or art? Let us know.
Golf or art in chat. I want to see it.
Carly, where is this barn?
Kansas.
Oh, that's a
where the
good
barns
looking.
come from.
Yeah, where they raise them. Ooh. We got one vote for art and one vote for golf.
Oh, wow.
Oh, whoa, this has really opened up a sword. Oh my gosh.
Fuck golf, let's art, says April.
We have 2 minutes and 46 seconds on the clock.
Whoa, this has flown by. Lexi, are you feeling prepared emotionally?
Yeah. I know it's bad. I'm okay with it. Totally okay.
Jeff, are you shitting yourself?
I'm okay.
I'm okay, don't come in, don't come in!
I'm not doing anything.
Give me a minute, Mom!
I'm glad I chose to go with paints rather than I was almost like I could just draw this, but no, paint's better because it forces me to do something I don't usually do.
Ethan, you have a couple of young children, right?
A couple of them, yeah.
How close are they to? I don't expect you to remember which is which, but how close are they to not wanting you to come in the bathroom?
Oh, sadly, not close at all. They won't poop by themselves. I have to be in there.
And they're 9 and 11?
One of them's 7, one of them's 4.
Yeah.
And yeah, I have a lot of conversations while looking at poop coming out of their butt.
Yeah.
Actually, and it's kind of great in a weird way. It's sort of just very intimate and casual, you know? And then you're like, oh, and they're like, I think I'm pooping. And I'm like, nope, you're definitely pooping.
All right, by the way, Lexi appears to be finished.
Maybe.
You got a minute left.
Wow.
You got a minute.
Okay.
Jeff, how close are you to finishing?
I'm finished.
All right. And Carly, how are we looking over there?
Taking
Did she say she's on a ceiling fan?
She's on a ceiling fan. That's the final step in her process, Micah. Please respect her process.
Just a ton of blood.
Yeah. We have 45 seconds left. So we've gotten a couple of pictures sent in. Is that right, Micah?
Yeah, so if you are done at home, please go ahead and email your a picture of your art in the best light possible to BobRossChallenge.com. That's challenge with 2 L's. BobRossChallenge.com. bobrosschallenge.com.
I posted in chat as well, and we already have 3 submissions. So
And I'm sorry, that's bobrosschallenge@gmail.com. You can go to bobrosschallenge.com, but the email's not available there.
yeah, but you'll start losing your mind and be like, where do I submit? Where do I submit? Oh my God! And time.
Okay.
Okay, art supplies down, everyone. Laura, how you holding up there?
I'm
Her
great.
poor
How are you?
Doing all right. Doing all right.
Thank you, Laura.
Thank you.
Thank you, Laura.
Take it out.
Thanks.
So, we should probably go to Carly first because I can see that she's still working on her art project.
No, I'm not. I was wiping the paint on my hands.
Hey, go easy, Micah.
All right, that's my bad. That's my bad.
Okay.
Let's. I think we should probably bring Mark and Holden back now to on screen here.
All right, hey.
Where'd you come from?
Oh, look at that, Mark.
Yeah.
My judging hat.
Yeah, you got a horse on your head.
I'm just upset.
Is that what horses are?
Some would call it a chicken.
Mark, we should have coordinated. I have that exact same entire outfit.
Dude, I'm not surprised. I actually assumed you'd be wearing it already.
Yeah, I wore it yesterday, so.
Oh,
It's in the laundry.
just in the night.
Okay, well, let's see. Holden, can we enlarge Carly's window and let's all take a look at her beautiful.
Oh my god.
Drippy.
Wow.
Sure. Let me. I'll enlarge
opposite,
it
though.
in on
Because of
Twitch.
the video. I don't know why that's bothering me.
You can also just
Whoa.
hide.
No, all the other way.
Let's call this each of these. Let's call the title. You're welcome to title it. This subject is called Bert Laura Reynolds. Bert Laura Reynolds. Nicole.
I am
Okay.
inhaling red pepper.
That's been banned in this since the 80s.
Marks. A
All right, so,
title.
Carly, will you walk us through? You're gonna have to pitch us on why this is the best piece of art. When we say best, we mean it. We mean best.
Well, first of all, I wanted to sculpt as fast as I could so I have some dimension, but I didn't have clay. The tape works. And then I wanted to get the other textures that were kind of in the seam. So I managed to find some bubble wrap in the trash. Hadn't even pulled that for the stream. That's all bubble wrap on the bottom. And then I wasn't entirely thrilled with the color of things. So I got my paints and I did some stuff on that. But then the t-shirt is paint and sand.
Okay.
Because I do think that was like a very relaxed, chill pose, like kind of dreamy, like beach style. And you get, as much as it's scratchy, it is a visceral memory of like something kind of chill.
Okay.
And then the red pepper, honestly, I just wanted to pop some color in there.
Is the bed is made out of red pepper?
Yeah, it's hot glue, and then I covered it in red pepper packets. And there is a horse. The horse kind of goes. Well, I don't have any hands.
Nay.
That's even more amazing.
This is the horse. And then my little person here with the yay is over here. She's in there. But did I make her a little obscure? Maybe, sure.
What is the horse made out of?
The what?
Is the horse made out of wasabi?
Toilet paper roll. I grabbed a couple of toilet paper rolls.
Nicely
cool.
done. And
And
Carly,
her hair.
Carly, what do we
That's
call it?
kind of cool. That.
Oh yeah,
side
look at
view.
that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's a good aspect.
I had a lot of fun. It's just very wet and dirt. It's just spilling everywhere.
Oh, you can put it down now. I think the judges have seen all the great aspects of it.
I had a great time.
I mean, really, there's a lot of elements there. Wouldn't you say, Ethan? Elements?
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of elements. I liked how she had different elements, and then right at the end she put in some more elements, and I liked her use of elements.
Jeff, let's take a look at what you're working with here. And oh my goodness
Oh my
gracious! And
God.
if you're remember to
My
send
goodness.
your emails with your pictures in. We're going to be looking to
Wow.
put those up in the feed as soon as we're done judging here. But wow,
That is remarkable.
wow.
you.
Why don't you take us through some of the aspects and elements of this piece of art?
Well, I knew that I wanted to use like stuff that like my kids use, just because they do like stuff that blows me away all the time, just creatively with with some crayons and construction paper and stuff. So I want to start there, and I do try to think of like something. I hope I don't get too heavy-handed here, but I'm just like, okay, I need to come up with something conceptually. I'm a graphic designer, so like I know the best things. If you have some kind of concept, it's going to hold it together. And I just like the idea of like a person being complicated, and all the things don't necessarily look like they're going to go together. What makes them, but all the unique elements, they combine together, and they make this person exceptional in their own way. And so I've got some Legos mixed in with some cardboard paper and some obviously some Play-Doh, and some cardboard box in the background. And I thought I could make the horse my angry sort of in the moment horse is just a sort of like a speed, powerful, like I know who I am kind of vibe.
So judges, I'm noticing a couple of really interesting aspects here, and one is it seems like he repurposed his original horse, cut it out, and included it in the final piece, which says a lot about him as a person. I'll leave that.
And as the father.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, essentially, and I will just go ahead and give you the breakdown for me personally. I'm using a scoring system separate from Mark. My scoring system is 1 out of 10 for each: creativity, style, execution, self-expression, and risk. And I'm seeing a lot of high scores for this. This is all very creative, great self-expression. I mean, it's just hitting me on every level. I may have to essentially purchase a bounce house for myself and inflate it in front of my apartment building and bounce around on it a little bit in the upcoming week.
Wow.
That's how excited you are.
Face is it is just perfect.
The only thing that's missing from this, Jeff, not to be critical, and I know I'm not a judge, so say what I will, I would prefer some sort of, I don't know, pizza topping. It seems like you totally left that out. That's just me, though.
You know what, you got me, definitely. So
Lost it. You're on Artbusters.
This isn't even my house. So I'm just taking their pizza toppings.
And none of us live here. We've all broken into different places. That's part of the show.
Well, let's move on to our final contestant tonight, Lexi Robbins. And I will say this, but before we take a look, I've been impressed with the two so far. So not that I'm judging, but Lexi, you've got your work cut out for you. And Jeff, I really liked how everything held together with yours, even though the materials were quite disparate.
Yeah.
It was touch and go for a while.
That's life. Okay. Lexi, bullshit us, would you?
Yeah.
So I just did a little. I think I probably had the most amount of supplies out of everyone, all actual art supplies too, and yet I kind of came up with I just used paint. I just used like one thing, which is kind of boring, and I'm kind of like regretting that a little bit. But at least I did. I don't usually paint, so I do like to paint. So so it was nice to use that as an excuse to paint.
I'm also gonna go ahead and say this. I am biased. Alexis is my wife. I will be giving her higher scores because of it.
I understand.
Yeah.
Did you get a bounce house?
Lexi,
that's for him.
Can you hold it closer to the camera?
Sure.
Yeah. Can you hold it right up to the camera there?
It's just very.
Say good things about it. Say good things about it.
I just tried to make it look good from far away.
That's still
what I was that was
but
my
say
goal.
some positive,
And
fully
so-
positive things
Oh, that's
about
beautiful. Oh, now
Yeah.
I see it. Before I thought that was like the camel from the Camel cigarettes. That looks great.
I gave her the poster, or I gave her a poster of the horse, of the mermaid horse that I drew earlier as a little apartment decoration there in the back. And I tried to incorporate some shadowing, just kind of, play with some color a little bit. But that's it. It's just so funny how creativity, what's the phrase? Something about necessity breeds creativity, or something along those lines. But
necessity is the mother of invention?
Nah, that's not it. Okay. That's it. But like, you guys had less to work with. You were more inspired with what you were working with, and here
I just remembered my grape nuts. The problem was I broke the glue gun. I never got to the grape nuts.
Disqualified.
Yeah, you're out of there. You got to use all the ingredients.
I'm just sitting here next to a box.
You just got chopped. The thing I liked about Lexi that other people didn't do, she really exhibited that artist sense of self-loathing. And I think other people just seem kind of confident. And I don't know. I would definitely hold that against them.
I will say this too, Lexi. Of all three of these portraits, that's the one that I would consider hanging in Ethan's sewing room the most.
Oh, thank you.
Fantastic.
Probably because it's not 3D.
We got tons of empty space here.
I feel good about that. It looks great.
Thanks.
Couple
right,
of comments in
judges?
chat, by the way. Everyone is the best to me. I love them all, says Bonsai Taylor. And something I guess also said, I love them all. I definitely could not judge this. This is a very difficult thing for me to judge right now. I will say that's something I guess.
They're all very different. It's just so interesting. Anyway, sorry. I'm not.
Can we check in with Laura as the subject of this? How are you feeling about each rendering of you?
I love them all. It's so cool to see, and I'm impressed that people can do it in 30 minutes. People always say to me that they're like, how do you hold something for so long? And I'm like, how do you work with such short amount of time? Like, I make shows that take me a year to make, so I'm just totally impressed.
Hell yeah.
Judges, do we have a winner?
Well, how do we solve this? Because I have my own personal. Based on my scoring system, I have a winner. Mark.
I also had a scoring system, but as you can see, I got very overwhelmed because I had way too many categories.
So do we each pick a winner, and then maybe if we need, we have a tiebreaker judge in Micah or Ethan? Is that how this may be? Or in LKN?
I think Laura will make.
I think LKN, yeah. For sure.
All right.
Well, on the count of three, gentlemen, I want for you to say who your champion is. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Jeff Sproul. Wow!
Yeah,
Good
winner.
job, buddy.
Wow.
Honestly, it was incredibly difficult, though. Even on my scoring, you guys scored really close to what he got. So, but yes.
This was really fun.
This
I've
was
never
super cool.
had to do this.
Well, our show is not quite over yet. Holden, do you have all the images available right now?
Absolutely. Kamikaze Mixtape, by the way, thank you for the $5. This art show has been so wonderful. Love everything about this. Hell yeah. Thank you so much for that.
Awesome. Thank you.
So let me pop on to the craft table view, but I'm going to pull up the Gmail window, and we will go through these.
Now, before we move on, Laura, is there a performance piece that you wanted to do before we finish up the performance? How you feeling?
Only if you need me to. I don't have to.
Well, I'm not in charge of the technical stuff here. Holden, do you need some more time?
I'm ready to go through these.
Okay.
And, yeah.
Let's take a look.
Awesome. But thank you for offering that, Laura. That's really kind.
That's awesome.
She's available for anyone who needs a performance art piece.
Have we shared your information already with chat? Because we should do that.
Yeah, for sure. Do you have any a website or something to plug?
Yeah, sure. I'll chat it to you.
Oh,
You
great.
got to build your brand.
Yeah, we got to work on
Thank
this
you.
brand. All right, here's the first one. This was from April, who is playing off of the fact that she submitted her submission and then realized she had to go back and do a horse. I'm a lady on the internet being drawn by a stranger on their phone, and now I'm a horse. COVID-19 2020.
Oh, wow.
Well done.
Do you have both versions?
Fantastic. Also, Laura's Instagram, I'm now posting in chat before we move on to the next thing.
No, Ethan.
Okay. Wait. So I didn't get the name of the artist here, but she drew that on her phone.
Yes, she drew that.
On her
I
phone.
believe on her phone. Fantastic. Cool. It's a New Yorker cartoon meets drawing someone like one of my French girls, says April 5000. Also, who's picking the winner of that? Micah, I'm going to let you and Ethan pick the winner of this, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
All right, so here's the first one.
Okay, this is the winner so far for me. Ethan?
Yeah, I mean, out of the ones we've seen, this is dominating.
All right, next we've got, who is this? Allison Bamcat. Look at that. You're doing great, sweetie, says the horse to the lady. And that looks absolutely amazing.
That is so good.
How'd you do that so fast?
I mean, hey, that's what the beauty of the competition is. We know they didn't cheat.
Oh my goodness gracious!
And look at that wretched horse, man.
Oh my God, you're doing great, sweetie. Oh my God.
You're doing great.
What a creep!
Dude, that is
That
so
horse must
awesome.
pack in a half a day.
Wow,
I
really
think
nice.
Allison clearly cheated using art skills. That is, oh my, that's amazing. And I also like how you can see, she's like, oh, and by the way, you know what I used to make it? These 3 pens. Good night.
All right, here we go. The next one up. Wow, this looks phenomenal. This looks like some early Picasso. This is Kel Every Day.
Whoa.
Being spooned by a horse.
That horse is
The
getting
horse
pressed.
is spooning. I didn't even see the part where the horse is spooning her.
I love it.
That's so cute.
That is
fantastic.
amazing.
Oh my goodness.
That is amazing. Who is that in chat, by the way? Who is that in chat?
Whoever's a horse, I guess. I'm guessing
I mean,
a
I
horse
saw it
did
in your email.
Oh, is it Pixel
Cuddle
Friend?
horse.
I think
I
it's
like
Pixel
that.
Friend. That's fantastic. All right, let's keep it moving. I realize it's now 10 p.m.
Yes,
but
it
we
is.
are.
And how many more do we have? Holden?
We have 1, 2, 3 more.
All right, great.
Yeah. So we're good too. We can go over for sure. All right. Here we go. I think we should quit horsing around. Who is that from? That is from something, I guess. Thank you so much.
Awesome.
Fantastic.
Like that. That's what I would do. I like the giant horse underneath.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Also, the rendering is amazing of the figure.
That's amazing.
What's a lot of fun is that you can, knowing that they had to add it halfway through the 30 minutes, it's fun to observe the technique in that way, right?
I really
Integration of the art challenge.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. This was from, which one was this in chat? Let us know. This looks great. Another sort of sexual pose with the horse.
Just me lounging around on a horse.
Great stuff. That horse is beautiful. That might be that might win for prettiest horse at the very
look
least.
At the snout.
Yeah.
Beautiful snout.
That was Silent Squee. Squee. in
French
chat.
kiss that horse.
Yeah, the horse is flirting with.
So
Oh,
good.
yeah.
I just
Hot,
I
man.
love
What's going
the
on?
addition of the horse and all of these like weird. Anyway, yeah.
I've never
I'm so
seen
eloquent.
a depiction of a horse's ass in a way that would make me actually want to have sex with it, and this is definitely that.
Or be close to it at all.
Yeah, I'd risk getting kicked in the face just to have a close-up look at that horse butt.
Silent Squeeze did say, I cheated and looked at a Google pic, so take that for what you will. Still pretty impressive. And here is Lindsay, Jeff's wife's depiction. Fantastic, Lindsay. Lindsay is Jeff's wife in the other room, and love it. Absolutely good. Pen, ink on paper. Fantastic.
Love it.
Did I skip one? All right, cool.
Yeah,
I think.
That looks like the horse was mounted on the wall.
Oh, Matt. Yes, Malloy. Here we go. Nice.
I love that it's in like a thought bubble too.
And the last one, who did this one? This is awesome. I love it.
That's cool.
Yeah, beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff.
Not seeing a horse in there.
Yeah, not quite a horse in there.
Also, I'm seeing my beard on Laura.
That part I like.
I think
Yeah.
the horse ears on.
I think I'm the horse.
She
Yeah,
is the horse,
she
says
is the
Tax
horse.
Cat. Absolutely. Fantastic. And nice computer setup behind there.
Yeah.
Mally. Oh, I love that Mally works behind the thing. Fantastic stuff.
So, just to make sure, if you sent your picture in, and we select you as as a competitor next week, will you be able to call in and participate in the art challenge?
I guess pick a winner. If they say no, you'll pick a second winner.
Should we go 1, 2, and 3, Ethan?
Oh, that's how they should do voting. You know, ranked choice voting. Is that what you're talking about?
Yep.
Let's do a, what is it called? Smart poll?
Yeah, should we do a smart poll? Straw poll? A strawberry? What?
Next time we could do is we could whip up a straw poll, but I would just say Ethan and Micah, if you guys want to try to pick unanimously a winner.
Oh yeah, I'll do my best. I really like that first one where she had the horse's head. I also thought the rendering in the second one was beautiful. And
The
I really,
second one is my choice. Sorry, I would say.
yeah, is that the one where the horse is whispering to her butt?
That's the one with the creepy, looks like almost like a Jim Henson
Yeah,
kind of
this
horse.
one. This one
Wow.
was
Looks like it could
rocking
be in
it.
There you go.
Dark Crystal. Yeah.
You're doing great, sweetie.
Look at that lecherous fucking horse, man.
Yeah, that's a pretty that one's pretty killer. I think that one, in my opinion, that one. That
Yeah,
one
I mean,
wins.
Same for me.
It's got a lot of good aspects to it. I mean, there's great shading, really nice color, nice, and I like that it's got some toot on it too, right?
I also like that it has a pimp horse.
Yeah.
I assume that horse is her pimp. Is what I'm reading into this.
So, Allison Bamcat, would you be willing to come on Zoom next week with us and participate as a contestant in this art challenge? Is that something you would be willing to do? And then it's harder because they try to talk to you while you're
gonna be great, sweetie.
You're doing great, sweetie.
You're doing great, sweetie.
Holden, yes. Allison Bamcat
Yeah,
is
she's
definitely
in.
down.
Yeah. All right.
Wonderful.
Well, thank you guys so much for watching Art Smackdown. My name is Micah Sherman,
I'm Ethan T. Berlin.
and we will see you next week, 9 o'clock, right here on Holdenator's Ho, right on Twitch.
Hell yeah. Take care, everybody.
Thank
See
you.
you
This was
later.
wonderful. Thank you, everyone on chat.
Bye,
This was awesome.
everybody.
And thank you, all the artists. And thank you, Laura.
Thank you.
Everybody.
Awesome. I'm going to play the song and we'll say goodbye. Have a good one, everybody. That's it
Do
for
I
the
push
stream
leave
as well.
meeting?
Huh?
When do I push leave meeting?
The classic Zoom issue. Take care, everybody. Have a good one.